So
yeah, I don't think I could handle like a horse that just wanted to suddenly gallop or,
oh god,
I would just freak
That's
out.
for experienced, crazy,
Yeah.
risk-taking people. Yeah, God bless you.
People who have
if
spent
you
a
can
lot
do
of
that.
time on a horse,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Not us.
I like to admire them from a little distance and watch everybody else do that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's maybe a kind of a new thing. It had been 10 years, so that was like, anything
Yeah.
else you've tried that's new to you in this like weird season of isolation?
That's new to me. Yeah, there's tons of things.
Well, you were talking about how you and your significant other were like trying to bake sourdough bread or something.
Oh yeah,
So
trying to
that's a
bake
new
sourdough
thing.
bread.
That's a big
fun.
trend right now. Like everybody's doing
Yeah.
it.
Oh, you're doing your own stuff now. Yeah. Which is nice. It's good to challenge yourself. You got the time, and if you can do it. It takes a few hours. Like you got to go back to it all the time. So yeah, we're trying to make our own because I love sourdough, and now I've replaced everything with sourdough bread, and it does, I don't feel as bloated when I eat sourdough bread versus wheat versus rye, like all those other ones. So sourdough really just agrees with me. So depends on you.
I've always
I guess,
loved it, and I love how the crust is nice and it's just a little crispy, but on the inside it's like it's so nice and moist, and it's just great. Yeah,
my kids like grilled cheese sandwiches with it, and I'll put like that minced garlic that I buy the big tub of. And I'll spread that along with the butter, and so it's like a garlic bread.
Ooh, that sounds
cheese.
so good.
Yeah, because I find just plain bread is just boring.
Yeah,
but
I like toast with just butter. That's kind of
toasted butter. That's a nice calming
like the best.
If you ever want to like a natural tryptophan, peanut butter and honey at night.
That's
if you
what
want to
said.
like put your
and
kids
bananas.
to bed.
Bananas are more calming fruit. Yeah, you told me that. I recall.
Yeah.
You said don't give your kids apples before bed because apples are like a
boost you up, or
like an energizing fruit.
Yeah. Well, I've heard apple juice. Like if you drank a cup of apple juice in the morning instead of a coffee, that would get you going faster and more like zing than a coffee would.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, but
I like the taste of coffee.
Yeah, I know.
I love the taste of my coffee, and I have it down to an art. Like, okay, a scoop of this, a scoop of this, a little bit of that, and it's like, oh, this is how I must start my day.
What do you put in your coffee?
Well, okay, I switched to instant coffee because it's just me having the coffee in the morning now.
Oh, so just hot water and...
Yeah, which instant coffee is probably really not good for you. I wouldn't recommend it, but it limits me to 1 cup a day. And so that's okay because if there's a whole bunch of coffee, Danica will drink a whole bunch of coffee. But if there's 1 cup of coffee, then I will stop drinking the coffee and I will switch to water.
I'd be like, I need another.
No, because it's instant coffee. So I have a scoop of the instant coffee, and then I use like... I can't even remember the brand, but it's in a black carton and it's coconut milk and it's like thick and like it's like whipped coconut milk. So good. It's very decadent.
So good? The So Good one?
No, no. But I put that in my coffee, a little bit of that, and then half a teaspoon of brown sugar. And this is the bad part, okay? I put half a teaspoon. A whole teaspoon.
What, a shot of whiskey?
Sometimes
that would be the bad part.
Of chocolate mix, chocolate milk mix,
cocoa?
Hot cocoa mix, yeah.
Oh, into your coffee too?
Yeah, it's like a mocha. So I have a mocha every day.
That's nice. I used to
it's
mix
very yummy.
Coconut oil, like the
has nothing to do with
organic coconut oil, and you mix cacao in there and cinnamon and honey, and it's like a keto coffee in the morning, and that gives you that like mocha-y, but it's filling because the coconut really oil is like a healthy fat.
Yeah.
And then honey, cacao, and cinnamon,
that
like
sounds
antioxidants.
So good. Oh, I put a little bit of turmeric and cinnamon in my coffee too.
Oh, turmeric, nice.
Yeah, so super yummy. That's how I start my day. A little bit of coffee, and by then I've drank like probably half of a.
I've been getting better at water.
Every day.
Yeah, I've been putting this water. I got this at the Service Credit Union. My friend Erin works there, and she encouraged me to open up an account, so I did. And they gave me $50 just for opening an account there.
Oh, nice.
They're like, here you go. And I was like, what's that for? Are you trying to brag me with something? And they're like, oh, no, this is for thanks for banking with us. And I was like, okay. Because they're for the people. Like, they pay back the people. They don't keep the dividends.
Credit unions work that way, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like,
and you're kind of like a
person.
shareholder or whatever.
They give me this new water bottle, and it's totally got me drinking water like all night, all day, in the morning, just chugging.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll just wake up and go right for the coffee.
Now that I've been drinking so much water, I honestly like crave water. And I like if I'm drinking something else that should be, something that you'd crave, like say, I don't know, soda or something like that. You know, like even club soda, like the flavored club soda, those are so good. But like even if I'm drinking one of those, I'm like, ugh, I just want water. Like, and I put lemons in my water.
Yeah, I had lemons in there too. I took them out before I came here. So I was like, wow, they were in there all day. So I refill it though until I can't taste the lemon anymore.
Yeah.
Lime's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Have you tried White Claw? I'm sure all you ladies have tried the White Claw.
Probably.
It's like a seltzer booze. It doesn't say what type of alcohol is in it.
I don't know.
It says seltzer, and it tastes like just sparkling water. But all of a sudden, you stand up after having like 3 of those, and you're like, woo, ready to dance. But there ain't nowhere to dance anytime soon, is there? So.
My living room, that's where you got to dance.
Right? Yeah, I dance in my living room and outside. And
yeah, I'm dancing all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
I've always got music going. So do you. You're really into music going all the time, and it's awesome. And like, sometimes like whatever I'm doing, I'll just be, working from home right now. Yeah, teaching from home. So I'm sitting more than I've had to sit in. Like I'm a mover and a shaker. I like to move around a lot. So being on the computer all the time is like really weird.
You're gonna get office ass. So call it office ass.
Nope. I am well guarded against that.
Okay.
Work it.
Yeah.
But at any rate,
flexes instead.
Lots of exercising going on. And so, like when I'm starting to get kind of like, tired of sitting, then
you're 40 now, you better get up.
I know, I got to keep limber,
I know, I'm counting down too.
Just turn on the music and dance a little bit. And it's kind of...
I know the power of a cell phone now. It's like everything, all you need. It's calculator, DJ, everything.
Oh, God, yeah.
All you need is Wi-Fi, and you play music, Google, and then they're like, okay, and then you play all this kind of music.
That's awesome.
Are we so spoiled?
We really are.
This day and age.
Like the phone has become this oops, sorry about that loud noise. Like a mini
you can
computer.
have your banking,
literally a mini computer. Okay, and so you said one of the things in your list of stuff to talk about was figuring out what's really important. Yes. And that one attracted me the most. I was like, yes, this is something that a lot of people have been doing during this strange time of isolation and quarantine stuff going on. So what are some things that are really standing out to you that you're finding you're like, maybe you kind of forgot the importance of, or, like I'm finding just that time that you spend with your family. Like, sometimes you're in the same room and you're doing different things, but now it's like, it's a little different. Like you talk more, I find, even though you still might be doing your own thing, you still, you kind of just value their presence a little more.
I let my kids sleep with me sometimes, and it's so nice to just feel them snuggling into you, and I don't know, it just brings you back to the baby days, because they're 12 and 10 now, so I was like, come snuggle with mom, and we've been watching Ellen's Game of Games. That show makes me crack up laughing. If you guys get a chance to watch it. Ellen's Game of Games.
I've seen it
she does things people like... But it's funny and it's legit, and people can have a chance to win $100,000. And there's been multiple winners. Nice. That one, and then the new one is the tag. So we like to, at the end of the night, just snuggle in my bed, my kids and I, and just watch a show together, and then we reflect on what's going on in that, in the show, and the kids laugh, and just that their presence, and I've actually really enjoyed having them all day. And with work,
not
I'm back
everybody feels that
part-time.
way. We respect that.
I'm back part-time, so I only want to I can only be 4 hours a shift, because I don't want my kids sitting at home playing video games for 8 hours while I'm at work, because they will not do anything else.
Kids do have a hard time with self-regulation with that stuff. Yeah. And I mean, even some adults have
1 hour
a hard
a day.
time.
That's it. 1 hour.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I feel like being a nice parent, it's a Friday and I want to have a couple of drinks with the lady across the street, and we'll COVID, have a drink. And then I'm like, okay, well, you guys come out and play. So I make them come out and play for a few hours with her kids, but it's still COVID. They don't touch each other. They don't go here. They just kind of talk and throw balls back and forth. And But it's just, the family time is really nice. I really do miss my family in Edmonton and Nanaimo and Toronto. I miss everybody, but it just feels so, I don't know. Yeah.
Do you FaceTime with people that are farther away then?
Not really. I have never done the FaceTime thing.
Yeah.
I don't have an Apple phone, though, so I don't know if it matters. Okay. But I could do Skype. I could do that, and
you
Messenger
can,
or whatever, call.
Lots of...
We mostly just talk on the phone. which is okay to just hear your voice and,
For sure.
and send pictures through email and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing a lot more around the house, and
Mm-hmm.
my whole front yard's different now.
Yeah.
Got the bushes and the wood thing. trying to
Yeah,
help me
you did a lot of
build. Yeah,
work.
I have a very talented
Pretty amazing.
boyfriend. Mm-hmm.
He's quite the handyman. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
He's
a lot.
just
Like
always
all
doing
different jack of all
everything.
trades. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he knows how to
That's
do it
pretty
all.
cool.
So he's helped me break out of my shell of being fearful of bear country. Like out in Waterton, I'm like, I can't walk in the dark. I can't see anything once the lights go off and it's pitch black. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my flashlight on my phone and, you know, guiding by the stars. It was really kind of
I'm crazy. I've never been worried in bear country. Like, it's so weird. I'm just kind of like, hey, if the good Lord wants me, he'll take me when he's gonna. So, you know.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
dear. I have
ever
that.
since I was a kid, I don't like walk around like, are there bears? Now I'm just kind of like, la 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 la. Oh, cool.
That's why they
look at
don't
that
come
over
near you.
there.
They're like, she's crazy.
They're like,
leave
she's
her
great.
alone."
We're staying away from that.
Yeah.
Right. There you
Yeah.
go. That's the key.
Well, my kids are like, Mom,
Let them know
it's-
you're there. Sing and
Yeah.
dance.
It's not like they're waiting for you in the bushes. It's not like they're like, there's Tammy, let's go scare her.
Let's go get her.
But I seen a mama fox, and that was pretty cute.
Oh, yeah.
She was a little scary at first
I
because I was
love
like,
foxes
"What?
so much.
They don't bite you. No, they don't bite you. So I'm walking, and she's following me.
They're more timid. Yeah.
Yeah, they're timid. And then Eli, the big German Shepherd, he just goes running her, chasing her. And
Thinks he's found a cat.
I told him, make little fox babies.
Oh yeah, like a
Yeah.
dog fox hybrid.
Shepherd fox.
I
Wouldn't
bet
that
you
be
they're
awesome?
out there. They're out there probably
A
somewhere.
shepherd fox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know. Stuff we do.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, back
There
to
was
work
this
slowly.
video. There was this video on Facebook a while ago, and there was this camera footage that somebody took. It looked like it was nighttime, and they were on the highway. You sent this to me. It was like a bear wolf.
Yeah.
Like I was like, is that a real animal? Like a bear
Mixed
with a
with a
wolf?
wolf.
Like, is this real? And I'm pretty sure it's real.
One of those bush parties, they mix.
Right.
The animals mixed.
Mix and mingle.
Mix and mingle.
Man. Okay.
Just
so-
yeah, taking care of your health and
Yes.
what is important. Things that just and the meaning of your family that is
Yeah.
away. You can't just hop in the car and go visit anybody right now.
That's right.
Well, you could, but you might get in trouble.
You can.
Are there new laws?
definitely can.
I have not watched the news much, so inform me if I.
You know what? I noticed a
Yeah.
lot of people sitting on park benches again, so apparently that's okay. So they've changed their minds
So
about
I
that.
wonder if they're going to open up the parks because that would be
Wouldn't that
really
be
nice in the
I
summer
know,
if our
I
kids
feel
could
so
play
bad
at
for
the
the kids
park.
who can't play on the playground. It's like
Like if you took your kid to the park,
the things we take for granted. It's
you know,
so weird.
and just have your Lysol wipes or your sanitizer for after they're done playing at the park.
yeah,
and
just
educate-
sanitize the heck out of them.
Educate the kids to say like, try not to touch your face and your eyes while you're playing at the park. Like if they're older, they understand that, but when they're younger, maybe not. So they would just be like touching their face. Hey,
Yeah.
that's the only shitty thing is, excuse my language, but yeah,
Yeah.
we're all adults here.
Because, well, and
don't
I
think there's
touch
any
my
little
face
kids
all the
watching.
time too, right? Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah.
I just miss that part because I actually enjoy the park as an adult because it's kind of like a maze for me, like a circuit for working out. You're hanging, you're climbing, you're swinging. Like it's a good workout, and you're involved with your kids. Like
right.
I look at it as
I love
a
the
fun
monkey bars.
time.
I'm always on the monkey bars.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
like
strengthening my shoulders
Yeah.
because well, this one got screwed years ago, right, from a skiing accident. So now it's like I know when I can't hang
Chin-ups
on
and
anymore,
stuff.
but it
Yeah.
still strengthens those muscles, those
Yeah.
tendons, right? So
yeah, there's so many
Yeah.
great exercises. And okay, so and then on the topic of like figuring out what's really important also is like you mentioned, you know, like trying new things like
Yeah.
sourdough bread, for example, and stuff like this. So what's really important is like actually self-sufficiency.
yeah, knowing
know,
that you
like-
can take care of yourself. And
Yeah, like a lot of
bare
people,
minimum.
this is probably the biggest year ever of people starting to garden. Like people who have never given a shucky darn about. Sorry, I know we can swear, it doesn't
Beep,
matter, but
beep, beep, beep.
we're both moms. We're trying very hard to be, you know, momish.
Hey, there's no kids around.
But a lot of
Truckers come
people,
out.
even people who don't care at all about gardening, they've like, you know, started gardening for the first time, right? And really gone gung ho about it and like turned their whole yards into gardens, right? Like I've got a couple gardens on the go and like I'm just so excited every time I go check on my garden, like seeing like how much is growing and like things are coming in and it's just
I usually
it's
get
so
enough
exciting.
for a salad.
one single salad.
Enjoy it. I bought living, true, like by the time, but I planted earlier this year and I already see it growing. So I hope I got a chance for 2 salads. But I bought a living lettuce at the grocery store. And I just cut off the top part and left all the roots and put it into my pot outside. And it's growing more lettuce for me.
Right on.
It's so good. Living lettuce.
Okay, and I watched this whole video. Tammy Reiki Tammy.
I'm okay.
She sent me this video. It's like so long, and it's like full of all these different ideas about how to like start growing plants from like, you know, the ends of carrots and like the bottom of the stalk of celery and like all this crazy stuff, right? Like how to actually make an avocado pit root and grow.
Yeah, my girlfriend
so
Adrienne,
I think it might actually work.
She does that. She just pokes a hole in the bottom and like she puts like an X cut
and then
into
hang it so that it's
hangs
in the water.
It with toothpicks.
Yeah,
she did that and she grew it all in her window. And I have like the perfect window.
This might actually work this year.
I'm gonna make a pineapple plant. My friend Veronica does that. She cuts off the top of the pineapple, puts it in water until it grows a little rooties.
Yes.
And then she has all these cool pineapple plants. She sent me a picture. I was like, oh my God. So I bought a pineapple just to make a pineapple plant.
And then does it actually produce pineapples?
I don't know.
Eventually,
I should ask her, but she showed me the plant.
Just a cool plant,
like,
you know?
Maybe it just makes a cute plant. Need a hothouse. Turn your heat up to 20, 30 or something. And
yeah.
I don't know. Pineapples grow in the tropics, right? Tropical places.
Yeah. So you'd have to have like a greenhouse or something, right? Another reason to move. Another reason to get the heck out of here.
Yeah. I don't know. Some days, in the winter especially, I'm like, what am I doing here? I gotta be back. But whatever.
Yeah, I'm not into winter.
I love Lethbridge, though. There are a lot of good people here. A lot of nice people. So, and we're all really... I've noticed it more community the longer I'm here. When I first moved here, I was really
because you get to know more people, right? Like, and you're an outgoing person. So I can't even imagine what it must be like for, say, an introvert to move to like a small city or a small town, because it's, I've heard many people say who have moved from out of Lethbridge that it's not the most welcoming place, and that's not... You know,
I've heard that too.
Sadly, I have heard that from a lot of people, and I mean, I don't find that. But then again, we're outgoing people, so like,
the outgoing people usually pick out the other outgoing people, and the people that don't really want to be and meet new friends. That's fine. Just you usually get the vibe from them that they're not interested in making a new friend or whatever, right? I've had that numerous times. I'm like, okay, well, you have a great life. See you. Right? And then there's another talkative person, and me and that person click.
And like, I mean, exactly. Like, you'll just strike up a conversation with somebody, and then after 5 minutes, if you're still making conversation with them, either they're super warm and like, you know, like us, like, you know, people who are warm and, you know, outgoing, or they're like, why are you still talking to me? I didn't go to high school with you.
Yeah, I know.
Right? That's a weird thing about some
they find out you're not from here, then they're like, oh. You're like, I'm still worth it to be your buddy.
This is the time to expand horizons and get to know people who are from a different place. Like, those are the best people to get to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I think. So.
Because cultured. Like, I find I'm gypsy lifestyle, but it's been more stability in Lethbridge for the last... 12 years.
Yeah.
I go off of my son's age because he moved here 8 months pregnant, big as a boat, and didn't know anybody. So
big as a boat.
The Walmart and the mall were my friends, and then I met mummy friends after that, and just kind of I found I had to get out there, and I had to put myself in places that I would meet people.
That's right.
I could have just stayed at home and been a depressed, person and not want, like, you have to put the effort in, I find.
Yeah.
Like, I put the effort in with you at gymnastics. Yeah. We looked at each other and we were like,
we just struck up a conversation and started talking. Click. And
ironically, her birthday is the day before mine. I love it. Like, I'm glad I really, like, because we could have been snobby and
we could have been like, I'm just focusing on working out and watching my kid do gymnastics.
Would have never.
Oh, there's somebody right there, but who cares? You know, like so many people do. So
now
many
we can
people
punch each other in the arm.
Don't touch me.
Oh, yeah.
Social distancing. Just kidding.
Sorry.
I'm surprised I haven't touched you yet. I'm like a touchy person. I'm like, I have a hard time.
I'll die for you. It's all good. I'm too sweet.
So funny. But, okay, so that brings me also to like, okay, so like introverts at first during this season, they were like, oh yeah, this is great. I don't mind being at home and, get to play my video games or read my books or whatever, you know.
That gets old real fast.
And then eventually, even they're probably like, okay, this is quite enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, but what are some benefits of self-isolation? Like, not just, acquiring the new skills and things that lots of people have been focusing on, like, what can I do for myself, just in case there's
just like self-love time. I have not done like the home workouts. I'm thinking this is my chance to be like super fit and whatever, and I'm like, it's like the last thing on my list. I'll do the opposite, little yogas here and there, but I've been actually doing more activity with my boyfriend, with like building vehicles and moving stuff and like cutting down dead trees to make trails for the horses and stuff, and just kind of getting out there. It's nice to be in the outdoors.
Nice. Yeah, you guys spend a lot of time in Waterton. I noticed.
It's like awesome. A go-to, just a getaway from the city, and it's secluded, so it's more like isolation, which is what's necessary right now. So the kids really like it too whenever we gone out with them too. So just more outdoorsy stuff, I guess. That's my workout, is outdoorsy stuff. I'm not like a push-ups but I will do the odd yoga poses at home.
I like going rollerblading and going for a bike ride or like a walk, and those are kind of the athletic things I'm into.
I miss all my girlfriends and all hanging out and just being able to
Yeah, that's something I really miss, is like, movie nights and just like hanging out, and but that hardly happens anymore, right?
I know.
So
we got to make a plan. Yeah. Put it in the calendar. That's
life is so busy though. Yeah. Like a year ago we were always hanging out.
More
it
freedom.
seemed, but like now it's kind of like we're just so busy.
Yeah.
Life has gotten busier, even though it's more like isolated, and you'd think that it would kind of slow down, and it kind of has slowed down. But it's busy in different ways, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That homeschooling is just, I can't wait till June 26th. I'm not doing no more. That was the last day of school, and that's the last day where homework is going to be happening.
Yeah.
We'll do like a review in August. Like I usually kind of give the kids just that break.
Preview.
But then I start in August. We start like before bed. I'll start like pulling up stuff and telling them like just to get their minds, so they're not like totally dumb. That sounds like.
And what did you mean when you said repair in your list of things to talk about?
Repair emotions. Like I've had a crazy life and a lot of trauma and a lot of loss in my life, and just time to reflect and repair on just not letting it get to you all the time. I have moments where I'm just like, I'll be very quiet and zen and have my own time. But then I have moments where I crave people and I need to get out, and even just looking at people or being. But just working through things that have happened in your life. I, started a little journal and writing out stuff, and haven't had any bad feelings or whatever. I miss my sister. I miss my niece and everybody in Edmonton. And just, I think it was kind of a depressing thing to go from working to nothing. And because being a hairstylist and being around people all the time, and just, it was just taken away from you, right? And you're just like, now I can't, it was just, so I'm glad to be back into it again, and that's my outlet. I find is hair, and people are like a craft. Hair is a craft to me, and that's
you're very
an outlet I
about
found.
It. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Art.
Yeah,
right?
It really is an art form. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you're very artistic too, and I find it's very therapeutic to just do people's hair and conversation with them. And
so you are wearing gloves, right?
Yeah, gloves and masks at work.
Yeah.
It's really different because I had a lady that I was doing her updo for her wedding, and it was the gloves were making the hair staticky, and she's like, Tammy, just take off the gloves. You've got the mask on. We're fine. She was a nurse from Edmonton, so she was totally cool, and I'm cool, and they only had
to bring out a liability form and get her to sign it and date it.
They had 2 cases in Edmonton. She's just like, I don't know. It just feels very. It's just a very unsure time. The assurance of the numbers. Everybody I've talked to, I've seen it on Facebook and stuff. People are like, do you know anybody that's been affected? And so it's kind of like the unsure and the scary time right now. I don't know. You still want to kind of go about life and live, but you don't want to be.
But you don't want to be crazy and what if it is a big, threat to your immediate circle that you're not aware of?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't have grandparents here or anything, so I stay away from anybody that does. And, obviously for the safety of the elderly, I find it's affecting the elderly more and the little kids stuff, right? So, I don't know, just kind of confused about the whole COVID thing.
I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And sorry. Okay.
I
so
could talk more, but I don't
another
want to.
thing about that's okay. Another thing about repair is like you had mentioned, reflecting.
Yeah.
And kind of like it's literally been like this like emotional culling, right? Like you're getting rid of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how I feel. Like, and especially, I mean, the biggest transitions going on in life for a lot of people, and
You can let it make you or break you.
yeah,
That's what
and
you're either it's repair and rapture right now, and yeah, you can let it bring you down, or you can be like, hell no, I'm going to fight through it and be strong. And resilience is a big thing.
Yeah, and like it's just kind of astounding how like even though like all this is going on and people are afraid and people are being cautious, how like all these other things are obviously life is still going on. Like people, it's almost like, I don't know if this is what other people are noticing, but for me, I'm like, it's just even more profoundly kind of an impact when you hear somebody's passed away. You're like, oh, because your heart goes out to the people who are going through that on top of like all these other changes,
because there's so many rules. You can't even have like a normal service for anything.
Like
you can't.
That's just so harsh. And then also like people who have become ill from COVID, or you see these things like somebody seeing their last sunset, right? Like, did you see that on Facebook? Oh my gosh.
No.
Anyway, it was like pretty
Really
powerful. Yeah, I was like, wow. And here I am complaining that, I don't get to have movie nights. But there's like a lot of bigger things going on, of course, right? So yeah.
True.
But like, it just makes you really think about those things that, like before I'd hear, oh, somebody was diagnosed with cancer or this or that. And you're kind of like, oh, geez, that's awful. And, you give condolences and of course very compassionate and everything. But it's like now when I hear about it, it's even more
saddening and
something. I don't know. Does anybody else feel that way? I sure have noticed.
Just feels like
everything
differently.
is a bigger impact at this time. I don't know.
We look at perfect strangers that we would usually walk up to and say hello to and pass closer on the street. Now we look at each other as a weapon almost. Like,
and it's so
go
alienating.
around, mask up.
That's
blah, blah.
really
like
bothering
we're all
me.
viewing each other as you could potentially give me a sickness.
Like everybody sees each other as this weird threat, and there's this invisible bubble around all of us. Yeah. And it's so alienating. And I want to, like, those people who give you that weird look like you're getting too close, I just want to go and hug them. But, of course, I won't.
Oh, you get your ass
I
booted.
won't. I'll end up duct tape against the wall.
Be like, she's a crazy one.
She's crazy. Lock her up. She's going to kill everybody.
Well, you want to do that, but...
I'm dying to just end the alienating stuff.
Outcome of that.
A random lady goes crazy and hugs people.
She's walking through Walmart, hugging everybody.
Just goes up to people. Stop resisting me.
Stop resisting me.
Okay, we joke. I'm not going to hug everybody. Promise.
Watch out for that one.
Oh my god, but it's just so hard, like that energy.
Do you find the store you go into? Like, I've been into Walmart North and then Safeway, and like there's certain ways to go through the aisles and stuff like that. And then I've been to another place, I'm not going to say where, drove me nuts. It's like lots of people in a small area. And I didn't see no mask, no gloves, no nothing. And I was just like,
no arrows on the floor.
So this is sucky. Like, I should be masked up and gloved up, and one person at a time. In like our work, we have to call our client in. Can't have a waiting room.
Oh yeah.
Weird. And we have to be glass and but then just going out and doing stuff. It's like, well, listen. It's just like the rules in certain places are
different.
Yeah.
Different policy protocols for different places.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you can walk through Walmart with 100 other people in there shopping, why can't you? I don't know. If you just fill me in if you're typing away there on the comments, but yeah, it's just a confusing time.
It is confusing.
Safety first. But you and I kind of like, well, you're good. I'm good. Because we asked Brandon, like, you want us to wear a mask for a show?
He's like, nah. We're all very well aware that your opinions about COVID are pretty different.
We won't talk
well,
about that.
They're not
we have
different.
To have Brent on our show one day.
I know, right? Yeah, we'll really stir the
I know
pot.
my dad wants to come on the show, and he wants to rip a new one to everything.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, I love your dad. He's funny.
He sees his later years, right? You can either like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm confused just by everyone's opinion throwing at you. You know, some people
There's
are
a
extra
lot of
cautious,
opinions
and
going
some people
around.
that are like, "Oh, Tabby, you
Yeah.
die faster walking across the street than you can from this," and they're just, I don't know.
Could be true. Could be true.
So many opinions, and that's what makes us all human. We're entitled to our opinion, right?
Yeah.
Without any offense.
Totally. Yeah.
So, art, lots of more drawing and stuff.
Yeah, I've been doing more creative pursuits, which is nice because, like, I have a lot of creative projects on the go at any given time. But now it's like, yeah, I find right now I feel like I'm having an easier time focusing. Right? Like, I don't know. I have like a very broad awareness. Which I think is part of that thing about news affecting
the rat
me
race
more.
is like 9 to 5, Monday to Friday jobs. Like I think that's why people are like, "Whoa, the world is kind of
Everything
slowed
is slowed down, and I love
We've cleaned
that.
the air with less vehicles on the road every day. Like they said, our ozone and stuff is
It's
like,
repairing itself.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
it didn't
that's
take long for
awesome.
that to happen either,
No, it didn't.
right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I love that things have slowed down very, very much, but I'm the type of person, like, I love having things to do. I love going, seeing people and helping people and doing things. So it's been very hard for me not to, you know me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Like, my regular days are like, okay, go here, see this person, go do that, drop this off, pick this up. Like, I'm always just like
You're on speed.
busy.
No, you're not.
Busy girl.
She's that instant coffee in the morning is what she's on.
But like I miss that.
Yeah.
I kind of miss having lots of things to do and places to go because I love an active life.
Yeah.
But as far as like less traffic and less like shorter store hours, I think that's fabulous.
Yeah.
As far as fewer people in a place, as far as less hustle bustle,
I miss concerts.
I am happy about that.
I miss
right.
places with tons of people.
Entertainment
Wise, I
big
miss
entertainment,
the music and stuff.
And everything's canceled. All the fun,
Foam
awesome
Fest.
stuff.
Did they refund you?
I have not
'Cause
received
we're supposed to do Foam
anything
Fest
yet.
in June.
So I think what I'm going to have to do is
do like 10
email
people
them
at a
or
time?
call them or something.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that today. I'm like, we're supposed to do Foam Fest together. We're supposed
That
to
would
do
have
Moonlight
been
Run. We're supposed to
June
do
27th, right?
Yeah. So I was looking through my calendar and I still have it in
That's
there.
going to be
as-
canceled. It's
as
got to be.
doing
There's
it.
no
Well,
way
yeah.
you're going to have, because all of those little pits.
If they canceled Stampede, the biggest outdoor show on earth, they ain't no Foam Fest now.
I know, right? Exactly.
Like
Everything that I was looking forward to this summer is pretty much canceled.
Yeah.
Everybody is.
But campgrounds are allowing a couple people in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll still have something to look forward to. Oh, man.
Get yourself a tent and a sleeping
Yeah.
bag. And outdoor pools are probably selling like crazy right now because there's going to be no swimming still all summer. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. My daughter's
I love
really
swimming.
ticked about that because she takes her swimming lessons in the first week or two of summer every year. Like, that's our thing. It's like, okay, it's summer, let's do swimming lessons.
Yeah,
And
get a
she
slip and
loves
slide.
swimming.
Tell her to jump and slide. I don't know.
Well, I have a pool.
yeah.
Gonna
Did you
set it up?
Yeah.
Not yet. Gonna set it up, and then
I'm coming over then. Maybe.
I'll focus on some
Sign the
skills, I
waiver.
guess, with
Go to your COVID pool.
my daughter. Figure out what skills I can help her with.
It's the questions from your kids too. Like my kids are like, Mom, if I do this, like, well, can't it, because if washing our hands with soap and water helps kill COVID, then what does chlorine do in the pool? And I was like, I know, chlorine I thought would kill more than, but it's just so many people, but it's hard to explain it to little young minds that are like looking to you for advice.
All the information
and you
that we
kind of
should
have to
have.
word it in a special way so you're
They think you know everything sometimes.
they
Yeah.
do, yeah, but they just trying to explain.
And
to
then when
them.
you don't know, they look at you like,
Oh, I got one up on you. I'm like, why don't you Google that? That's how I learned all the stuff I know.
Right. That's my go-to.
No.
Often.
Does it really? Yeah.
So, well, no, not all the time, but there's so much you can access online now that it's like, you don't have to remember everything.
But that sucks.
But I still remember quite a bit, just not phone numbers.
I know, phone numbers. I used to
Like,
be
I
the
know
phone
a lot,
book. Yeah,
but,
before phones came out.
I used to remember all the phone, like every phone number I needed to know.
I still know my phone number from when I was little.
Me too. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I just touched you.
Don't touch me.
Okay.
452-8238.
Today at Save On, I got a couple things, and I gave my phone number from when I was a little kid.
Like, try that one. See if it works.
Yeah. It was so
Steal your
weird.
mom's points.
So weird.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Bike riding more is fun.
Yeah.
Actually,
I've gone rollerblading.
I really want to do the
whoop
whoop uphill, but that's intimidating looking.
To bike on?
With my Walmart bike? I think the tires are going to fly off. I don't know.
Biking, that would be easy. Let's do
that whoop up one?
Yeah.
I'll have to cross the bridge? Because I timed, well, for me to go to ride from my house to Catwalk where I work, it's 24 minutes. And I was like, well, but at the end of the shift, it's going to suck. All the way back home when I'm tired. But you're sitting still, no different than in a car. You're just working out more.
Exactly.
So let's do that. Let's meet up for a bike ride.
Yeah, let's do it tonight after the show.
No. I'm tired. I've been lifting
you have to unload
heavy
your
machinery
truck
all day. Yeah. Yeah, we've been working. I've been getting mechanics. Yeah, I'm learning about fixing trucks and how things work and lifting heavy stuff. And it's pretty fun.
That's good.
Stepping outside the box of just
not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, learning new things is always good. Absolutely.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Then I learned how to fix my own when it busts on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had to do anything with my vehicle.
No? I know I got AMA too, but sometimes they ain't coming for a few hours.
I'd love to know how to change the oil in my own car, actually. It's probably not a difficult thing to do.
You just got to figure out underneath the car and don't let it fall on your face.
On your face, yeah.
Thing. I haven't changed my own oil, no. I know how to fill it and check it.
Yeah.
And I know how to change my own tire.
I've never done that.
No? Oh, let's go on road tripping. I'll show you.
Cool. That sounds like fun.
Yeah. What else did I tell you on my list of things?
Future plans.
Oh, yeah. Future plans. I don't know. My sump pump has been going off a lot.
Oh.
So I kind of don't like my house anymore.
Oh. Weird.
Yeah, like it's fluoride water. The city came and checked it, and it's fluoride water, so it's a city issue. Oh. But then those 3 days of rain we had, every 10 minutes that thing, and it's a 5-gallon tank. So that's water weird. Is like under the ground.
Okay, hold on.
And I'm on a hill.
I'm trying to think where you're at. Okay,
I'm on a hill.
But you're kind of at the top of that little hill, aren't you?
Exactly. You think we'll bypass
But the hill is higher above you.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm not at the bottom of the hill either. I wonder if that lady's is going on.
Oh my goodness! Of course, yeah.
But
that's the
worst. Guy told me, he's like, water always finds its way somewhere, and it's finding its way to your house. And I'm just like, yeah, but it's not flooding my house. But at the same time, as if I go away, I don't want it to not work. So the sump pump is like $200. I save up.
Yeah.
But
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, because
so I'm kind of like, I'll sell my house
wears out at some point.
Else. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's those nice ones with a garage. I've always wanted a garage, and I still don't have one. So I'm kind of see if I can, get into something.
So you're in the market for a new place then?
I was just thinking about
looking for a place.
It's like one of those goes through your mind, and then you're like, oh yeah, and then you're like, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Hey.
Financial wise, I don't know if I could. Yeah, it is kind of a buyer's market right now, though.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! When we sold our house, it was like the luckiest possible time you could. Literally a week after.
That's crazy.
The deal went through. It's so crazy to me. Like a week after the deal went through.
Then
the sale of our house.
Yeah.
Then, COVID craziness had started prior to that. But the week later, people's house prices were dropping by 40,000. Like their listings were plummeting. We were so thankful that we settled and said and done when we did and at what we did.
40,000, really?
Well, some people's houses, I was noticing in the listings, they were just dropping suddenly.
Because they wanted to sell and get out or something?
Because
Just the market's crashing.
everything.
Oh,
Yeah, like everything at once.
that makes sense.
And
Once that goes down, do you notice gas is up again? 95 cents.
suddenly.
So
Yeah.
a barrel of oil is gonna be like $100 again when it was just $5 a couple.
Yeah,
weeks
it's so
ago.
crazy. It was in the negative for
It was
a
less
short
for a
time.
barrel of oil than it was a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah. Yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken's pretty darn expensive, though.
Yeah, I don't
And that
know
is
why.
not. Yeah. Oh, I used to work at KFC when I was really young.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah. How old was I? Oh my goodness.
Still get to know her when I do a
Think-
show with her, eh?
I
Like,
know
new
we've known
things.
each other for a long time,
Yeah.
and you still, there's always something you don't know about somebody, which is
Yeah.
kind of the fun thing about actually talking to people, because you learn things, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I worked at KFC when I was like 18.
Mm.
Yeah, I worked at like
I
a
like the
gazillion
coleslaw.
places. I don't know.
Sometimes I just want to get the coleslaw. It's just the zing and the cabbage. I don't know.
I always
Dirty
liked
bird,
the-
my dad calls it. Dirty bird.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's not my favorite.
Now, I'm a pizza girl. Oh, Cardston has a really good pizza place.
Okay.
Can't even think what it's called now. Cardston Pizza. Yeah, I think it's just this, like simple. But these guys,
Small
I don't know. It's not even greasy. It was just perfect, and they loaded the toppings on. It was like $13.95 for a loaded large. Like so
Ooh.
good.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Papa John's is another great place to get pizza because they make it to what you want.
Yeah, that's
Make
true.
it to order.
Is that the one you have to
and
cook
then you
yourself?
bring it
though?
fresh. Yeah,
Yeah,
you bring it home fresh.
that's probably why it's cheaper because they don't have to cook it for you, right? Because it is
Ugh.
cheaper too to buy from Papa John's.
so good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's so many pizza places though, hey? Like Blaze, Fired Pizzas, and there's like everywhere you look, there's a pizza company.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, it might be like the most sought after food besides sushi.
It's so good though. Yeah, sushi's so good.
Yeah.
I love Osho's. Yeah, Osho's Express.
Oh yeah.
I like
yeah.
that little place.
Yeah. That's a nice
I
one
go
on the
there.
west side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and simple. Or call up, order, done in 10 minutes. Boom, boom.
Yeah, so good.
I was worried about sushi places after the COVID because everyone kind of stayed home and but I'm like, how fresh is that now? Has it been like totally dead and then it's like crickets, right? You're like, oh, I don't know about how good it is, but it is. It's fine. Yeah.
Well, you imagine they'd have to get rid of any
A lot of stuff. Well, how much
stuff that didn't
waste?
sell,
Eh?
'cause, yeah, you can't just hold on to it for a couple of weeks and then hope it'll be okay. Yeah,
Not when it's
especially fish.
Yeah, I waited a long time.
Yeah,
I was like,
just to be
seems
safe.
like things are getting back to normal. The mall's not opening yet, is it?
I heard that it had.
Let us know.
I
if
heard
you
that it
know.
had just this past Friday.
A couple
I think.
people in at a time to go shopping.
Crazy. Yeah, I know somebody who went.
I know
to the
Leland,
mall.
my boy, wants to go. He just likes to walk and look at the mall. He's like, I just like to look at the stores, Mom. And he's like, I miss
Window
the mall.
shopping.
And Toys R Us. Yeah. Toys R Us.
My daughter loves to go on those little riding fuzzy creature things, like the little ride-along.
Oh, those
things.
are annoying. Why would they allow those in the mall?
Stupid. but
Like
they're
my kids like them too, but they're
They're
like
actually pretty fun.
$16 for 10 minutes for two
Right,
kids.
so
So I got
bad.
double the bill.
It's only a special occasion thing, and
They should
Juliana has to use her own money
Yeah.
to pay for this. Okay, seriously, because they're so expensive.
But as a normal person walking in the mall, do you want like some kid riding
Zipping
on a
past
ginormous
you is probably
stuffy
so
running over
annoying.
your feet?
Yeah, and one of her favorite things to do is for me to ride on the back of it. So she's
Oh.
driving, and I'm carrying my bags and
can do
riding
too.
on the back. Yeah,
can- oh.
and she likes to jerk to a stop and try and launch me off, and I'm like, you little bugger. So it's like one of her greatest joys in life. Yeah,
To launch Mom off the horse,
Off
eh?
the- yeah, I'm like you little turkey. Yeah, she's a bit of a
That's funny.
trickster.
Yeah. Oh.
But it is so much fun.
I just think
she
they could
just has
have
such
like
a fun
I know
time.
what the mall's a fun place and all, but I don't think that just doesn't go because of the people walking. People are like walking and window shopping and stuff, and then you got these people flying through you with these big stuffies and
Oh no, she's very considerate.
They
I'm
should have it like-
be careful.
the old Save On Foods is like an empty vacant building. They can make a whole course in there with those things. It'd be kind of fun for kids to go and ride on them.
Like a
and-
track that goes
Yeah,
around. They could
bring
race.
back the roller skating rinks and like have like the area for those big stuffy things over there. And
there
like
needs
if I
to
had
be
millions of dollars, I totally
roller
would do
rink.
that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I
Yeah.
would go on my rollerblades all the time.
Exactly.
I even at the Y back when it was still open. I asked them can you go around the running track on rollerblades? And unfortunately, you cannot.
Why not?
Because it's got
you
this
might hit
special
somebody,
flexing
right?
floor.
Oh.
Well, probably that too. But there's like this special flexing floor, so it's like great for runners, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like not hard on their shins and stuff.
So it would be awesome on your rollerblades.
I don't
like
know about
cushy,
that.
Cushy.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if that would probably make it harder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you get a workout in for sure then.
Right?
Yeah. Let's try anything. Well,
Do you have rollerblades?
I used to. Somebody sold them on me.
Oh, yes. We've had this conversation before. Why
but
haven't you bought yourself some new ones then?
Because
Kijiji, $15. I'm
I've-
sure there's something out
Yeah,
there.
I'm size 9, but I need the helmet, the padding, and everything because when I lived in Nanaimo, excuse me,
Oh my gosh.
I lived in Nanaimo, and it was either get hit by a car or use your
told
butt
us this
as
story
the brakes.
before.
Yeah,
Yes.
road rash up the
Dang
butt,
it.
up the side.
That's okay. I know a lot of people who rollerblade.
I don't even
so.
have any scars. I'm so proud. But yeah,
I was
like
thinking about being a
young
Deathbridge
teenager
Derby
girl
dame.
with the shorts on, like I'm cool. Car came, it was like, whoa, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
so.
Yeah.
Haven't really done it since.
Yeah.
If I do, it would be around Henderson, like somewhere with not hills. I'm not a hill person.
No?
No. Don't
Me
like
neither,
that
really.
whoosh feeling.
Not really.
There's
yeah.
not really great brakes on rollerblades. People are like, just put your foot back. That throws me off
I
balance.
just like going fast. I like going fast on rollerblades.
Really?
Yeah. It's fun. But anyway, we've had this conversation
Fast
before.
on rollerblades.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd make a good jammer if I was a Derby dame.
Do it.
I've
People
thought
told
about
me to
it.
do that too. I'm like,
I'm
I don't have the
scared
heart
of
to
getting
push
hurt,
people.
but-
Yeah, I don't like pushing people around, and
Yeah.
I'm a nice soul.
Yeah. Some of those girls are pretty tough looking. So
They are. They got a. Yeah. That's exactly why
Yeah.
it's not my place.
yeah, I don't know if I'll ever do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay, and so with the last few minutes, we can talk about the idea of arising to a new world, which is a lot of people talking about this, right? Obviously, this whole idea of just being more aware of everything, more reflective, more mindful, more compassionate, more like self-sufficient. Like there's all these good things coming out of everything, right?
There is. Yeah.
And so I think that's going to translate into how we actually orchestrate our lives in the future, right? So,
Yes.
So what are some things that you think?
You're quizzing me today. She's like, I'm going to.
I'm usually, I always put on the interviewer hat.
ya?
Don't I? Yeah, with these kinds of things. I always ask the questions.
I just say message your friends, still keep those relationships
Stay in
strong.
touch.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It's very easy just to go about your day-to-day little thing, but it does make it busy. Yeah. Just make the effort. You got to make the effort. Otherwise, and I know sometimes you don't receive it back, or it's nice to reciprocate. But
Yeah, and the biggest thing for me is like how, the self-sufficiency piece I think is the hugest thing, because you realize, when suddenly there's hardly anything at the grocery stores for a few
That's scary.
times, you're kind of like, oh, it would be really smart if I knew how to make a lot of this myself, right? And so that's the biggest thing for me, I think.
that's why
And
I like the
also-
chef's plate thing. I was ordering that, but I kind of give it a break for the summer, and then I'll pick it
Right.
up again. But it's
Yeah.
fun to just have the
I
recipes.
never
and
did do it because,
Yeah.
I was keeping track of how much I spend on groceries,
Yeah.
and
Still worked out
and
to be less.
honestly, I hardly
Yeah.
waste any of my food. Like I'm pretty
Pretty
I'm
good.
pretty good at keeping track of what's been there for how long, and just using things, like cooking lots, and I
Well,
cook.
cops
I
are
cook
here for you,
lots.
Danica.
Oh no!
You
found me. Oh no!
Yeah. Well, stay safe, be aware, and just keep praying that we're spraying and we're praying.
That was the funniest
love
thing.
COVID.
We're praying and we're praying.
Look up Laura Cleary. Laura Cleary, she started that.
And all the other ones that have been made after too.
yeah.
Some of them are pretty
Spray
great.
and pray, and we will see you soon.
Yes.
Thanks
Lots
for
of love,
joining us.
everybody.